Hey, it's me, Dee, and I want to talk to you guys as my children kind of want to know a little bit about me, who I am, and about my life. First of all, I grew up grinding my teeth. I keep having new crowns put on, but they fall off because they're tiny little. So I'm in the midst of a lot of dental work happening and implants, and it's very painful. So please don't. I'm sorry about my mouth, especially the lower lip. But yeah, as you'll see, there was stress in my life and teeth grinding. I'm going to tell you a quick little story about the day I was born, May 2nd, 1972. At the time, my father had, when my mother got pregnant, my father was in the Air Force, stationed at Mathers Air Force Base in Folsom, California. And they were living there on base. My mother miscarried a child while she was there on base. That is a story to share, and it's a nightmare. But she got pregnant again, even though they had said after the first one that she wasn't going to be able to. So it was a surprise. It was happy. Vietnam War is happening. They had the Vietnam War had going on, and because of the Vietnam War, my father was stationed now up in Alaska in the Aleutian Islands. Well, just so you know, he was, people always talk about, oh, I know someone's black ops, and they were, my father was. And this is a funny story, but in Alaska, the weather was horrible on the day I was born, and they weren't sure if they were going to be able to get a flight to fly my father down in time for me to be born into this world. So they had these planes, Red Baron, Snoopy, and such. Okay, well, I think it was Snoopy. Um, yeah, it was Snoopy because this is funny. They had a plane scheduled to fly over part of Russia because, we were up there in the Aleutian Islands. So fly over Russia, take a few pictures, fly back, but they decided to reroute it and fly it down to Seattle, where Washington, down by there, so my father could then, from Seattle, get down to LA. I was born in Granada Hills, San Fernando Valley, it's LA, so he'd get down to LA, and he did make it in time for my birth. That's a little crazy, little cute story about the day I was born. I did have a lot of problems though. I wasn't perfectly healthy. I was pretty much base. Couldn't really. They didn't think I was going to be able to see anything. I had no muscle control in my eyes and had some very bad respiratory issues, and spent the first year of my life, in the hospital in a respirator. That's a dark story that, and but with a very powerful and uplifting ending, which I will share sometime because I plan on making these videos for my kids. This is just a quickie about the day I was born. Yes, my father flew over Russia, spying, taking pictures, got back and got to be able to see me born. Crazy. I